Meanwhile, with tensions running high between the two countries, some Canadians are calling on their leaders to cut off power to the U.S. As Yvette Brand reports, others are urging negotiators to tear up a decades-old water treaty that ensures the U.S. gets reliable power.
A stunning vista, but not to Crystal Spicer.
It's devastating to look at.
That's because decades ago it was here that waters swallowed her family farm when this area was flooded.
I'll never forget the paradise it was before.
A fertile valley, First Nations lands, all lost to create a reservoir to control the water flow for downstream states.
I've always looked forward to the modernization or the termination of the treaty because it's been so unbalanced.
The Spicers fought for their home, less water fluctuations to preserve the fish, the river, seen by Trump as a faucet.
So you have millions of gallons of water pouring down from the north with the snow caps in Canada and all pouring down. And they have essentially a very large faucet.
These red dots represent just some of the 60 dams on the Columbia River Basin system, which provides more than 40% of all the hydroelectric power in the U.S.
I know Canada was compensated monetarily, but not enough for what Canada lost.
She says tearing up the treaty would help Canada push back against tariff and other threats.
And if Canada really wants to play hardball, Canada can say, we're serving notice of termination. We're going to run this river exactly how we want to run this river.
The BC minister in charge of treaty negotiations says the process would take 10 years and wouldn't help.
It wouldn't have much impact on the current situation, which is an immediate and vicious attack on Canadian sovereignty that we have to respond to.
I am in favor of it because we need control for our own objectives.
Spicer is all for terminating the treaty. As for Trump retaliation,
I would expect it, but I would hope that Canada would stand its ground.
She hopes at least the renegotiated, modernized treaty, which involved years of talks with First Nations and surrounding communities, will survive the latest turbulence coming from our southern neighbor. Yvette Brand, CBC News, Vancouver.